need to borrow your calculator. And it's going to be a lot more expensive to send heavy packages this year. 12 at 12 starts right now, 12 minutes, no commercials on TV and on the go on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Hey guys, it's Rachel here. Let's get right to today's talker. Should people be fined for using disposable cups? This question comes as the city of Berkeley, California, kicks off a new law that will fine customers 25 cents for a single cup, not the restaurants themselves. Some people love this new legislation. Some people are saying this law is a good idea, but the restaurants should be fined, not the customers. And some aren't a fan of the rule at all. So what do you think? Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. At number 1, police are looking for whoever opened fire in a Phoenix neighborhood, injuring a 3-year-old boy. Officers say the boy was outside a home near West Roosevelt and 31st Avenue when he was shot around 9:30 on New Year's Eve. We're told he will be okay. Neighbors tell us several people kept reloading and firing rounds into the area, which is against the law. Our number 2 story, a vigil is planned tonight for a Valley teenager who was killed in a crash just hours into 2020. It happened yesterday morning near 16th Street and Rozier in Phoenix. We're told the 16-year-old Kenesha Sutton was in the backseat of the car without a seatbelt on. Police believe the driver, 24-year-old Kelvin Allen, was impaired. He's now behind bars for manslaughter, aggravated assault, and endangerment. And at number 3, the city of Phoenix is hitting the brakes on its red light cameras, and some people aren't happy about it. A rally was held in North Phoenix yesterday. People there say they've personally experienced tragedy caused by a red light runner and say lives are on the line if these cameras go dark. In December, the Phoenix City Council chose not to extend its current contract with the red light camera operators. A new contract may not be in place for another 4 to 6 months. Checking your pulse on health. If one of your goals for 2020 is to become a healthier person, you may want to listen up. A new report ranking the year's best diets is currently out. The U.S. News and World Report has named the Mediterranean diet to be the best overall diet there is. It was followed by the DASH and Flexitarian diets, but the popular keto was near the bottom. The Mediterranean diet focuses on eating less red meat, saturated fat, and sugar while increasing your intake of produce, nuts, and whole grains. Pancreatic cancer patients in the United States now have a new treatment option out there. The FDA has approved a new drug for maintenance of the disease. The medication is approved for pancreatic cancer patients whose tumors didn't grow after at least 16 weeks of chemo. Pancreatic cancer is the 3rd largest cause of death from cancer in the United States. We could see a federal crackdown on vaping by the end of the week. The Trump administration is considering a ban on flavored e-cigarettes, which experts blame for getting kids addicted. But shops will still be allowed to sell flavored liquids, so adults could make their own e-cigs if they want to. Well, if that happy hour cocktail after work turns into 3, well, you're not alone, and you might not feel your best at work tomorrow. So doctors are sharing tips on how to function in the office when you're hungover. How about that? First, drink water like it's your other job. Give yourself a head, neck, or shoulder massage, and try tackling mindless tasks you've fallen behind on, like catching up on those pesky emails. All right, let's turn things over to Crystal with a check of our forecast 411.
We've really had some strong sunset game lately, and our 12 News weather watcher Rich captured the very first sunset of 2020 at Usery Mountain. So stunning. Well, it's going to be a photographer's delight at night for you sky gazers. If you're a night owl on the 4th, you're up in those really early AM hours, you will be treated to a shooting star show. It's the quadranted meteor shower, and it's going to fire off up to 120 meteors an hour. Then stick around for the 10th. Full wolf moon, followed by the crescent moon next to Venus on the 28th. For tonight, we're going to chill down to 39 in Phoenix, 34 in Payson, just 17 at the Grand Canyon. Tomorrow in Kingman, 55, 61 in Casa Grande, and 55 in Safford. So the next 2 days are spent below average in the valley, but then high pressure works its magic this weekend. Soak up the sun with temperatures near 70 degrees.
All right, checking your money lines. 2 of the nation's biggest package delivery companies are starting the new year off with fee increases. UPS and FedEx have announced it'll cost you more to ship heavy packages in 2020. Both companies say they will charge $24 for packages that weigh more than 50 pounds. The threshold used to be $70. FedEx says its fee increase doesn't kick in until January 6th, but UPS started it already. We're starting off the new year with lower gas prices. Right now in Arizona, we're paying about $2.83 a gallon. That's about 8 cents lower than just a month ago, but it's still almost 20 cents higher than this same time last year. You can always find the lowest prices around the valley at 12news.com/gasbuddy. And it might cost you more to fill your prescriptions this year. Healthcare analysts say big pharma companies are raising prices on more than 200 drugs. The hikes are expected to be less than 10% across the board. This comes days after the Trump administration proposed a rule to allow cheaper drugs to be imported from Canada. Time for your daily juice. Mariah Carey is the queen of the holiday season because of All I Want for Christmas Is You. But the singer is in the news today for an entirely different reason. On New Year's Eve, Carey's Twitter account posted dozens of offensive, racist, and lewd tweets, and Twitter confirmed that someone else had hacked into her account. Carey later responded in a tweet that says right here, "I take a freaking nap and this happens." Yep, you gotta watch your six, even on Twitter, Mariah. All right, lots of buzz about this list. Turns out Adele, Taylor Swift, and Drake dominated the decade in album sales. That's according to the Recording Industry Association of America. Adele's 21 and 25 topped the list at number 1 and 2, followed by T Swift's 1989 and Red at 3 and 4, with Drake's Views rounding out the top 5. Swift's Speak Now came in at number 6, followed by the Hamilton soundtrack, and then Drake's Take Care, Bruno Mars's Doo-Wops and Hooligans, and Drake's Scorpion. Time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley so awesome in just 60 seconds. The very first synchronized skating team skated out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, back in 1956. Fast forward just a few years later, and now the Valley of the Sun is getting in on the winter sport fun. Colleen strapped on some skates and joined the Ice Dinettes for the day.
Den Chandler, they're home to not only the Valley's first synchronized skating team, but Arizona's first synchronized skating team. We're gonna go join them.
I really think this is like part of the future of figure skating, and to be a part of it is a lot of fun.
At practice and at competition, synchronized skating is all about executing precise moves together.
It can be very difficult, but it can also be really fun. It just takes practice.
And in the largely individualized sport of figure skating, the team concept is unique.
There's so much more joy when you put 16 people together as opposed to one.
With 4 teams and 50 skaters, the Ice Dinettes have a large range of skill level.
It's just pretty amazing to come together and work together and just have that team bond.
And all you need to get started is a little bit of experience, your own pair of skates, and you can join the Ice Dinettes too. And that's your A to Z 60.
Aw, thanks, Colleen. This Valley native does not have ice skates. All right, in other news, man's best friend is more than just a cute face. Apparently, your dog can count. A new study by Emory University revealed dogs may not count the way humans do, but they do recognize how much food is in their bowl. I'd say that's relatable. So they know if there are fewer objects in the dish, like we know if we have 1 or 2 slices of pizza. Researchers monitored the brain activity of 11 different dog breeds. According to the study, the brain function had been passed down throughout animal evolution. Check this out. An invasion of tumbleweeds rolled through southeast Washington state on New Year's Eve. The tumbleweeds blocked a highway for about 10 hours and trapped several cars. Snow plows were called in to clear the roads, and crews, as you see there with the Washington Department of Transportation, worked overnight to free the vehicles. Fortunately, no one was injured in the prickly mess. One man's trash is another goat's treasure. Connecticut goat farms are asking people to donate their Christmas trees. The animals consider the trees a tasty treat. While the goats enjoy those branches, the farm at Carter Hill is selective about which ones they actually take. The family will only let the goats munch on the trees they know from local farms. They want to make sure those trees were not sprayed with any chemicals. A woman in Michigan lost her home on New Year's Eve thanks to an eroding coastline. Look at this. Her entire house came crashing down from the bluff overlooking Lake Michigan on the west side of the state. The home landed on the hillside just above the lake after erosion cut into the slope. But emergency officials say the woman was not there when it happened. The area, of course, is now currently blocked off, but neighbors say the home next door is also inching closer to tumbling into that lake. A beloved downtown restaurant is preparing to shut its doors. The Hard Rock Cafe in downtown Phoenix has been there for more than 2 decades, but after 25 years in business, it's closing the doors next month. Their lease is about to expire. That location will close February 28th. Back to today's talker. Should people be fined for using disposable cups when they go out to eat? This question comes as the city of Berkeley, California kicks off a new law that will fine customers 25 cents for a single cup, not the restaurants themselves. So we asked you, what do you think? We have the choices there. Yes, the restaurant should pay for it. No, the customer should pay for it, or no extra fee at all. We want you to keep voting on 12news.com/bullhorn. And those of you watching can also do that on Facebook and YouTube. You can comment down below. Time now for the look ahead, the stories you'll be talking about a little bit later today. With cyber terrorism at an all-time high, companies need security analysts now more than ever. How you can help fill the gap in a crucial, struggling industry. Still ahead on 12 News, first at 4:30. And that's your 12 at 12, the facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and social media as well. We'll see you all again soon. Happy New Year.